let's talk about one of the biggest time sinks in just about any job you can think of, business communication. We're going to dive into how AI is said to completely change the game.
Okay, just look at this number for a second. 50 to 80%. I mean, that's just a staggering amount of time, right? It's how much of their week professionals are spending on stuff like emails, reports, meetings, presentations, you name it. The list just goes on and on.
Think about it like this. It's a huge tax on your productivity. Every bit of that time, all that mental energy, it's not being spent on the big stuff, like strategy or innovation or just plain old deep work. It's this daily drain that keeps you stuck in the weeds instead of looking at the big picture.
But what if you could just get those hours back? I mean, what if you had an assistant that can not only speed all this stuff up, but actually make the quality of your work even better? Well, that's exactly what we're about to break down.
See, the key here is learning how to really use AI as your own personal communication sidekick. It's a tool that can completely change how you work, but, and this is a big but, only if you know how to use it right.
So what can an AI assistant actually do for you? Well, it can save you hours just getting a first draft of a document done. It can take a really complex message and make it crystal clear. It can switch the tone of a message from, say, casual to super formal in an instant. It can take a 50-page report and spit out the key takeaways. It can even help you brainstorm ideas. The potential here is just enormous. Okay, but here's the catch. This isn't some kind of magic wand. The quality of what you get out of the AI is 100% tied to the quality of what you put in. You know the old saying, garbage in, garbage out? The real secret to unlocking all this power is mastering the art of the prompt.
And lucky for us, there's a really simple but powerful formula for doing just that. So let's break down this 4-part prompt formula that's going to get you amazing results every single time.
Here it is, just 4 simple parts. First, give the AI a role. Tell it to act as a senior marketing manager. Second, give it a clear task. Write a project update email. Third, and this is crucial, give it context. The project is 2 weeks behind schedule. And finally, set the constraints. Keep it under 150 words and make sure the tone is positive. Role, task, context, constraints. That's it. That's the secret formula.
And just look at the difference this makes. It's literally night and day. On the left, you've got this vague prompt. Write an email about a delivery delay. You're going to get something super generic and probably useless. But on the right, you see our formula in action. It's got the role, customer success manager, the task, write an empathetic email, the context, a 3-day delay from port congestion, and the constraint, under 200 words, and it has to include a solution. This is how you go from playing with a toy to using a seriously powerful tool.
Okay, so that's the theory. Now let's see how this formula actually works in a few real-world business situations.
And the versatility here is just awesome. You can use it for internal memos, right? Ask the AI to summarize a new HR policy with a supportive tone for the junior staff. You can have it chew through a huge report and pull out the 3 most important insights. Or, have it whip up a quick 2-minute intro speech for your next team meeting. Once you get the hang of the formula, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
Now, this is a really crucial point. Don't expect it to be perfect on the first shot. The absolute best results come when you stop thinking of it as a single command and start treating it more like a conversation. You got to refine, you got to iterate. So let's say this is your first prompt. It's a great start, right? It uses our 4-part formula, it's specific, and it's going to give you a really solid first draft. But we can do better. This is the next step, what I like to call the iteration loop. You take that first draft and you start refining it with these simple little follow-ups. Just tell it, make the tone more confident, or format this into a slide outline. You can even get creative and say, add a metaphor about market momentum. And honestly, one of my favorite things to do is just ask the AI, how can you make this better? Treat it like a real collaborator. Okay, now this is where things get really, really cool. Once you're comfortable with the basics, you can take things to the next level and turn your AI from just an assistant into a personalized communication coach.
The whole goal shifts here. So instead of just offloading the work, you start using AI to actively make your own skills better. It becomes this incredible mentor that's always available, giving you instant feedback to help you see where you can improve and really develop your abilities over the long haul.
And this is the prompt that changes the game. See, you write the email yourself first. Then you ask the AI to put on its executive coach hat. You ask it to check your work for clarity, tone, structure, and give you suggestions based on best practices. This is how you use AI not just to do the work, but to make you a better communicator.
All right, let's pull all of this together. Here's a clear action plan you can start using like today.
Here are the 5 big rules for better prompts. 1. Be super clear about the role and the task. 2. Always add context. 3. Get specific with things like tone, audience, and format. 4. Iterate. Ask the AI to improve its own work. And 5, and this one is so important, always humanize the final output before you send it. The AI is your co-pilot, not the pilot. Your judgment is still the most important part.
So the final thought to leave you with is this. AI isn't here to replace anybody. It's here to be an amplifier. It's a tool to sharpen your thinking, make your writing better, and, most importantly, give you back your time so you can focus on what really matters, real leadership and making those big strategic decisions.
You know, the future of work isn't going to be about who has the best answers. It's going to be about who asks the best questions. Prompting is the new superpower. So the only question left is, are you ready to start asking?